Evening guys, this is the breakdown for tomorrow's bodyweight workout, push emphasis tomorrow, upper body emphasis. One thing you will need today guys to start off with is a towel, so if you can grab a towel at the ready, you'll need it just for the warm-up. So the first movement I'm going to do in this warm-up is going to be a wide towel raise. So I'm going to come down onto the ground, I'm going to put that towel over my head, I'm going to pull it apart with my hands, I'm going to raise up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm creating tension across my posterior delts as I pull and engaging my lower back as I come up. I'm going to do that 10 times. So 10 wire raise with that towel pull apart. Once I've done that, I'm going to go straight into my shoulder rolls. So I'll stay in that plank position. I'm going to go right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm for 10, and then left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm for 10. So 10 and 10 on that. So far I've got my wide towel raise for 10, and then 10 and 10 on the shoulder roll, and then I'm going to go into my hollow rock position. So over onto my front, put my feet out in front of me. I'm either going to go straight legs, hands up, and do 20 hollow rocks, or I can bring my knees up, makes it slightly easier, and just rock from this position. Just make sure it's not a sit-up guys, you're keeping that nice tight position here, bracing, and then just rocking from that tight midline position. Okay, 20 reps there. So it's going to be 10 on the wide towel raises, 10 and 10 on the shoulder rolls, 20 on the hollow rock, 3 rounds. So by that point, I've switched on my shoulders, I've switched on my posterior delts, and I've engaged my core. Okay, once I've done that, guys, I'm going to go into my main event, which is my 10-minute max push-up. We've been working on this for the last 2 weeks. We will be testing this in about 4 weeks' time. A lot of you guys who are doing my push-up program are actually starting with this today, and this is going to be a good indicator for where we're at. Like I said, in 4 weeks' time, we're going to retest this after this next phase we're going to go through. So with this 10-minute max push-up, as I said last week, break it down into 30-second manageable chunks. So think I'm going to do a certain amount of push-ups in the first 30 seconds, then I'm going to rest, then I'll go again on the 30-second mark, on the 1-minute mark, on the 90-second mark, on the 2-minute mark, repeat, repeat, repeat. So if you're just starting out with this, if you've just got push-ups, you might literally do 1 push-up and then rest, and on the 30-second do 1 push-up and then rest, and the 1-minute mark do 1 push-up and rest. So if you think you've got a solid push-up, do it that way. So I'm going to come down into my position. Let's review our position here. I'm going to come down, I'm going to drop my shoulders and engage my lats before I descend. So I'm already tight, I've already got tension across my torso before I descend. From here my elbows come in, I'm tight, come all the way down to the ground, chest touches the ground, and then push up to full extension. Chest touches the ground, push up to full extension. Make sure it looks exactly the same every time. So again, the starting position, put your hands out, drive your shoulders down and squeeze your lats hard. Always say big proud chest, pump that chest up, boom. That's my position, boom. I'm not internally rotating, I don't want it to come into the shoulders. Roll those shoulders back and down, engage the chest, and fire from there, okay? So you can choose how many you do. So if you're just starting it, you do 1, maybe you do 5, maybe you do 7. Last week I did 11, so I'm gonna try 12 this week. So if you have been following this program, try and do a little bit more than you did last week. And if you're just starting out, start with a low number. Now, if you don't quite have push-ups yet, we're gonna be using the box push-up. Not the knee push-up, the box push-up. With the box push-up, you'll find a bench or a chair. This is going to give you elevation, so it's going to reduce the angle of the push-up, which allows for a little less stress, which makes it a little bit easier. But the position should be the same. So I've still got that external rotation, I'm still engaging my lats. My hands are going to go on the bench. I'm tight through my core, so I'm not sagging at the hips. I'm tight through my core. I'm going to slowly lower myself down onto my bench. 1. Boom. Okay. Same deal. Obviously, the more experienced I am, the more reps I can get. If I'm just starting out, maybe I just do 1, 2, 3 reps, okay? You can always add or reduce as you go. The only thing that matters in the end is the total amount of push-ups that you get in that 10 minute mark, okay? So you're trying to do as many as you can in 10 minutes. The 30-second thing just allows us to break it down into manageable chunks, okay? So at the end of the 10 minutes, we just add up what we did. So we're gonna have a pen and paper handy every 30 seconds. We'll write down how many we did. We'll count them all up at the end, and that's your total number. That is the number that we will revisit in 4 weeks' time after the next cycle to see if we can beat our original number and see if I'm doing my job right, okay? Once I've done that, I will take a little break and we'll go into our next piece. For our accessory, we are gonna do 18-minute EMOM. So every minute on the minute, we're going to do one thing for 18 minutes. The first one is going to be that max effort incline push-up. Max effort incline push-up. So again, there's going to be some scaling options here, guys. If I'm doing a true incline push-up, I'm going to take my bench. I'm going to put my foot on the bench. I'm going to come down. Boom. Boom. I'm going to go to failure. Okay. Maybe it's 15, maybe it's 20, whatever it is. Obviously, if you don't have a regular push-up, you're not going to have an incline push-up, okay? So you can't expect to have that. For this portion of it, what I want you to do is to put your thighs on the bench and go from this position. Again, makes it a good deal easier. You're reducing the load on the shoulder, reducing the load on the chest, and simplifying the exercise. Maybe you just do 2, maybe you just do 3, it doesn't matter, you're just gonna go to the limit that you can go to. Okay, so that'll be on the first minute. Once I've done that, on the second minute, I've got 45 seconds of lateral burpees. So I want you to grab an object. I'm gonna use one of these bells, but it could literally be anything on the ground. Could be a bottle of water, could be your towel that you used in the beginning. Just something to jump laterally over. So I'll come down on one side, I'll burpee, I'll laterally jump, and I'll burpee again. Laterally jump, burpee again. I'll do that consecutively for 45 seconds. Okay, so you're still gonna be in that pushing mentality. Obviously at the bottom of the burpees, you're coming up with that lateral jump. Once I've done that, 45 seconds there, I've got 45 seconds of abdominal work on my leg raise to pulse. So I'll lay on the bench, I'm gonna leg raise, pulse, come down. Leg raise, pulse, come down. Leg raise, pulse, come down. If I need to simplify, bend the legs, raise, pulse, bend the legs, raise, pulse, bend the legs. And you can also reduce the range of motion, so don't come down quite so far. Especially if you feel any kind of pain in that lower back. Keep the core tight to the bench, small range of motion, boom, small range of motion, boom. Making sure you're active through that core, okay? So 45 seconds there. And then you go back to the top. So every minute on the minute for 18 minutes. First minute, incline push-ups. Second minute, lateral burpees. Third minute, reverse reverse sit up to pulse for 45 seconds, and then you go back to the top. Okay, you guys? If you watch this video tonight, and if you have any questions, please fire them over, especially if you're on my my push-up course. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. 8 a.m. if you can. If you can't do it at 8 a.m., do it at some point in the day and let me know how you go. Okay, you guys, have a good evening. I'll see you in the morning. Take care. Bye.